Hey all, Roger here for another episode, and I just wanted to talk today about 5 ways you can automate your business using AI. And these are, everyone's sort of quite aware of ChatGPT, but really only a small percentage of people are still using it, particularly in the business space. There's still only about 20% of businesses who are using either ChatGPT or some AI, natural language processing, or some API, perhaps the open AI API to automate business processes. And moving forward, we know that labor is getting more expensive with inflation, and the cost of living is expensive. So a lot of businesses are looking to reduce costs as much as possible. Of course, there's one way to look at it is to sort of live in fear of what's coming and not really get out ahead of it. Or another way as a business owner is to take advantage of it. And also, we don't know what other opportunities it may bring as well. It might change the way that certain roles are are in your business. It might restructure things a bit. And what I'm finding in my business is the more I use it is the people who use the AI end up becoming more aggregators rather than for example, I could easily replace a virtual assistant that I have with AI to create content, but instead they are now becoming the aggregators of the AI to help create more content. So things just change, the roles just change, the responsibilities change. And so, yeah, here are 5 ways in your business that you could potentially leverage AI. And yeah, all right, let's just get started. So, we all know where ChatGPT's come from. It's got a bit of a history with OpenAI and developed. It's been trained on a huge model of. It's been trained on a huge amount of data from the internet, and there's a lot of court cases and stuff going on about that data, which is interesting to follow. Um, for example, I think Reddit is a little bit upset that OpenAI trained on their data set. Same with Stack Overflow, and rightly so. I mean, all these community driven content, community generated content, I should say, over years and years, has essentially given rise to the AI that a lot of people are now switching to, as opposed to using those platforms. So it is kind of a sad state of affairs. And you think of all the programmers who spend so much time on Stack Overflow answering questions or on forums answering questions just out of their own free will and wanting to do so. And they didn't get compensated for that time. I'm not sure if they ever will, but that is something to be said about the state of the affairs. All right, so the first one is customer service and support. So one of the biggest things a lot of people have to do is provide customer service. So where can AI help with that? One, AI can help with creating any canned responses that you want to send to increase the efficiency of your team. Another is actually having AI as a part of the chat, chat interface on a website. You can even trigger it to ask certain questions based on user behavior. So there's some chat engines now that allow you to say, for instance, if you're looking at a particular car or looking at a particular dress or something like that on an online store, it's like, hey, a chat bot comes up, hey, I see you interested in so and so dress. What's the most interesting thing about this dress, or what are you looking for in a Subaru? Like you um, you can provide a more proactive engagement with them on autopilot without someone manually doing it. Because usually customer service or even support for people on the website answering questions, FAQs, stuff like that, is pretty passive. Like you're not, you've got a team member who's answering questions, but they're not actually finding people who are at a certain stage in the customer journey and bringing them back into the business to and engaging with them, building relationships with them when they're just on the website. So, I mean, AI can now do that. And it makes sense that you don't do that because the number of visitors on the websites may be way more than what you have staff to handle. So that now solves the problem, and you can do that at scale. Uh, yeah, so essentially creating virtual assistants that operate 24/7 in the customer support realm. Another cool thing is with the customer support is if you've got a knowledge base, you can essentially create an AI chatbot who is not only just recommends articles or something to read, but can give people direct excerpts of the articles, and you can fine tune your model, your chat model essentially, to be trained specifically on your business, on hundreds, if not thousands of documents that you might have in a knowledge base. So suddenly you have this domain expert that could be talking to people. Anyway, so that's customer service and support. Uh, Another one is data analysis and forecasting for business strategy and optimization. So the thing is, with this AI, you can just feed it an enormous amount of data, and it can see that and identify where strong points are, weak points are, perhaps make some inferences on the forecast of where things are going based on certain parameters. You can build models. One thing I did the other day was just my family budget. So it helped me build out the queries in like a Google Sheet, quite advanced queries that take a statement and identify, what categories things should fall under, and we can also then put in all of the calculations to work out, how much money you have left over at the end of the month, and yeah, there's just so many things that you can get it to do, whether you work with Google Sheets or Excel or write physical programs to do these things, or even just as your own sort of in-house domain expert that you can ask questions about because you don't remember everything about your profession in one instant. Um, there's a lot of research now to show that uh, it's ChatGPT-4 or GPT-4 model, not so much ChatGPT, but GPT-4 model uh, is passing the bar and knows so much more than typically what a human can contain in their head. So it can provide legal guidance. It's quite good with tax questions, particularly in the US, and I'm in Australia. It's quite good with Australian. Not in any way I'm saying that it's replaced an accountant, but I'm saying that it can help you provide it by providing guidance, typically in the right direction. And then you can get that confirmed with a financial advisor or planner or something like that. So yeah, give it heaps of data. It can make decisions it can tell you what content's performing the best based on, you just copy everything out of Google Search Console and paste it in, and then it might go, okay, this content's performing the best. Let's write more articles around that topic, and then suggest some articles to write. So there's a lot of business strategy type things you can use, and that sort of leads into marketing and content creation. So this is probably the biggest thing that everyone talks about is you can discuss how ChatGPT or if you are good with Python or writing any programming, uh, you can use it to build out entire marketing funnels from like ad campaigns to email sequences. You could do the ad campaign, the landing page, the thank you page, the email sequences to nurture your prospects, all the way into what's next is the sales side of things, which you can build out the funnel of nurturing, reaching out to people, writing FAQs on the website, and also in perhaps email messages. You can do so many amazing things in that space alone. So the other thing about content creation, I want to focus on that a bit more because my channel's is centered around the content creation bucket, is that you can use uh, these AI tools to multiply your content creation. So say for instance this video, I've written some tools in Python where it can take this video in, does the transcription, it edits for me. I give it the raw video, and it then identifies where the intro starts, identifies where I should put the little animated sequence in the intro. It identifies where the end of the video is, even though I've just given it one big file that's completely unedited with all the mistakes in it. It's not a finely tuned editing machine like a professional editor in any way, shape, or form, but it does reduce my time. And it puts pressure on me to be able to have a better performing dialogue to you, which I'm still not great at. So it can just do it all in one pass without me having to do any editing afterwards. The other thing it does is takes that transcript, finds the interesting points in it, and then clips those points into smaller subclips and reels. And so that's a great way. It then uploads it all to YouTube for me. The next thing you can do is then take the transcript and create a LinkedIn article, LinkedIn post. You could even post these subclips to LinkedIn as a native video, or Twitter. You could create a Twitter post or a Instagram reel or any number of things because it has the context now. It doesn't understand what's happening on the video visually with my hands and whatnot. Maybe I'm doing some kind of action. So in those situations, it's a little bit more challenging. If you had a YouTube channel about dancing or something like that. But if it's based around dialogue, you can write tools or build tools to automate almost the entire distribution flow of them. It just requires a bit of editing and reviewing once you've uploaded it as a draft, say on YouTube. So there's some really excellent things you can do to multiply your reach, whereas a lot of people might just create one video and not have the time to manually find the interesting parts, put out the subclips, make the shorts look pretty, and all of those types of things, which is still hard for AI to do as well. You have to build it around a whole heap of other tools that can help with those things. But yeah, content creation is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to increase your audience and your audience size and get value out there to people. So then you're contributing value, and then over time you'll build an audience. And yeah, it seems that nowadays that there's almost no excuse that if you are a content creator, you can multiply yourself further and reach more people than ever before. Then we have sales and personalized outreach. So this is another one where you could actually use, sales is marketing's kind of the pointy end of the spear with the business, and then sales is the step to take it to the next level and to actually close the deal and earn the revenue. So we could you can use ChatGPT or even write specific programs to do hyper personalization of cold email outreach, for example. Or you could, write all your canned emails or any automations you might have in your CRM with this with ChatGPT as well. And the other big thing you could do is just revise all your copy, all your sales and marketing materials with ChatGPT to help increase conversion rate. So you do conversion rate optimization, which is a huge thing because that will also increase engagement. Okay, so the final one, which I think is also really important, is business process automation. So you can automate a lot of things nowadays, but a lot of things that had a human in the loop, you don't have to uh, have a human in the loop anymore because the large language model is essentially your human. Um, so some of the ideas might be if your business is struggling with content but you have a lot of meetings, your team's always busy, well, why not just record some of those meetings? Uh, you can cut out any sensitive material, but record some of those meetings if it's information you want to share with your audience. Then you can transcribe that information. Then you can use certain tools to turn that into an article. You don't necessarily have to sit there and make 1,000 notes. You could just record it and use the transcript. It's like so much faster now. You can use OpenAI's Whisper API, or you can also run that locally. And there's a lot of services online where you can do quite accurate transcriptions. Not to mention, you can also do content generation from that point. So you can, use tools like Synthesia to feed in a script, and you have a visual representation of the article that you might be trying to use. So you can record a video like I am and then do the transcription and distribution, or you can start with, say, a blog post or something to then create a video with AI. It's obviously not as engaging or as authentic, but it still can get the job done in certain use cases. It might be a course on how to do something specific in your business, a business process automation. So a lot of businesses need SOPs, standard operating procedures, and they have an internal knowledge base. So the internal knowledge base, you could have a domain name expert chatbot, which is just sits on your knowledge base as embedded in the corner, and people can ask any questions. But then in the same sense, you can convert all your knowledge base articles into AI with spoken language, with text to speech, and talking head. Uh, you can turn all of your articles into videos, which are probably a little bit easier to digest than just content alone. So there's a lot of things you can do with business process automation. This could even go into other automation methods, and you can use ChatGPT to ask for automation ideas if it has the context around your business and production pipeline and all of that type of thing. So even if you're have a physical product business, it's pretty good at giving sound advice on how you can improve your fulfillment for delivery and stuff like that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So we had 5 areas there: customer support and service, data analyst and forecasting for business strategy and optimization, marketing and content creation, sales and personalized outreach, and then we also had business process automation at the end. There's also many more. It can help engage existing audiences if you have newsletters and things like that. I sort of put that in the content marketing and content creation space. But yeah, look, if you're looking at integrating AI anymore in business, I'm really interested in that sort of stuff. So reach out. I'm happy to talk to you about it. I'm only in the early days of my channel, and I'm looking forward to increasing and improving my production quality. But I will say that this entire video was edited by AI and distributed by AI. And really all I did was run one command on some programming that I made, and gave it the raw file directly from this webcam. So yeah, you can do some incredible things with AI, and you can do it quite quickly. So it enables you to turn around a video in the time it takes me to record this, uh, plus running the script, which usually takes about 30 minutes to an hour to edit the video and upload it and create subclips and create the titles and descriptions and all of those things. And then I spend maybe 10 minutes just reviewing the written copy as it is a draft in YouTube. So you can do some incredible things with these tools now. And a lot of YouTubers would take a whole week to produce one video. So I'm trying to condense that right down into a day per video, but not even spending a day, like I still have a full-time job. So just spending a few hours before my full-time job getting that content ready. So I'm just starting out, so please like and subscribe. If you have any ideas of more content that you would like to see more of, I'm all ears. I look forward to sharing this journey with you on automating your business with AI. All right, thank you. Bye.